Hey, welcome back. Today is April 9th, Friday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets. Before diving into the graph token, GRTUSD, and see what is going on in here. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign-up and a qualifying deposit of $100 US. And I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I am purely sharing my own speculation and opinions on this market. I cannot trade the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what's going on in this market first. Most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. It tells me where the money could be trending into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Today we do have Bitcoin dominance, very little change today, down about 0.1%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up about 0.4%. Total altcoin market cap up almost 0.6%. Now this is the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards still, even though in very little change today, because I still do see total altcoin market cap leading in gains ahead of Bitcoin. I usually emphasize Bitcoin dominance to trend downwards, as generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Because conversely speaking, if Bitcoin dominance was trending upwards, the upside of that I will usually see Bitcoin leading in gains ahead of total altcoin market cap. On the weekly time frame here, we are still in a falling wedge pattern. And the last 2 instances where we have been in the falling wedge pattern, Bitcoin dominance did break to the upside. Falling wedge patterns are generally bullish patterns. And if this actually breaks to the upside, not as ideal for the altcoins, because the best case scenario in that sense would be if Bitcoin is trending higher and total altcoin market cap trails behind it. However, the worst case scenario, if Bitcoin dominance actually does break upwards, would be if Bitcoin actually pulls back, then the altcoins are going to feel it a lot more. Now, let me point something out on the daily time frame where I do see possible bullish divergence here. Okay, so comparing this next new low, potential low, with this last new low, with this last low right here, which had a pretty low RSI reading of 18. Okay, so something to be looking out for, as that could be possible bullish divergence on Bitcoin dominance. Weekly time frame here, bearish divergence still playing out, and I have been saying this. The safer signal I'm looking for would be a higher high on the price action chart along with a higher high on the RSI to tell me that this bearish divergence is done playing out. The last high RSI reading I'm looking to beat is about 75 here from this little top. Monthly time frame, we have been having bearish divergence for quite some time, have still yet to yield a red candle until now. However, still very early in the month to say anything conclusive. Not something I'll lose track of still, because do take a look into the last few times. We have been in very overbought territory on Bitcoin, and one data point here is 1 month. Daily time frame, immediate resistance 60K. Next resistance about 62K. Key support, daily 21 MA. Next key support, the daily 50 MA, the white line. Okay, if Bitcoin gets rejected at 60K again, and Bitcoin dominance actually gets some bullish divergence from that daily time frame I was talking about, that could be a potential pullback for the altcoins again. Let's go over to GRT. Let me also mention this. If Bitcoin does pull back at any time, it could still have a bearish effect on the altcoins. That bearish effect will be greater if Bitcoin dominance is trending higher. So let's do a recap on GRT. Let's take a look from the monthly time frame down to the daily, the macro time frames I consider, even though I don't think anything has changed. much has changed since my last post. Monthly time frame here, I'm looking for overbought RSI readings or possible bearish divergence scenarios. We don't have any data here, so let's move on. Weekly time frame, we're currently about 63, so not in overbought territory. 3-day time frame here, we're also at about 50. We're at about 57 here, so also not in overbought territory. However, if price action was to make a new high here, it does need to beat the last RSI reading of 83 to negate bearish divergence. Daily time frame, we're currently at about 52 here, so not in overbought territory as well. And very similar thing can be said about negating bearish divergence. If the price action was to make a higher high here, it does need to beat the last RSI reading here of about 90, over 90 here. Let's take a look into what could be going on and do a recap. So since last time, I did say that the price action did look like it broke out of a falling wedge pattern. Measure target is about $3.05 measure target. Measure targets are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Since the price action has broken out of this pattern, it did get above the daily 21 MA, that's a good sign, and as well as the $1.65 fib level area. Right now, it is getting rejected at the daily 50 MA, that is the key resistance right now, the white line. Let's also see if we have any other major moving averages above us. The 3-day 21 MA is also above us, that's currently about $1.80. So two immediate key resistances above the price action right now. The 3-day 21 MA and the daily 50 MA. And we don't have any other major moving averages on this chart here. So let's take a look into some of the key supports and resistance levels that's still relevant to this price action right now, which has not changed since last time. Okay, key resistance right now would be the daily 50 MA and the 3-day 21 MA. If the price action is able to get above that, the next level of key resistance would be about the $2 fib level area, followed by this group of wicks right here, okay, from about $2.10, just say to be even here, to even about $2.20, okay. After $2.20, I could be looking at this group of wicks right here, about $2.30 to $2.60, okay, from this range right here. And then one more here at about $2.90, okay. Those are going to be some of the resistances, including key resistances between the measured target and the price action right now. Key support, daily 21 MA, the $1.65 fib level area. If that does not hold, I could potentially be looking at the $1.35 fib level area here. Let me also point out a small pattern that has been in play here, okay, on the 12-hour time frame. On the shorter time frame here, this looks like a head and shoulders pattern, okay. Head and shoulders patterns are generally bearish patterns, okay. If this bearish pattern actually does play out, the neckline would be about $1.65, which it looks like the price action has been trying to break that support. If this head and shoulders pattern actually does play out and we actually do break that support on a higher time frame, in my opinion there, okay, like a daily candle close, then the measured target would be about $1.34, which could take the price action down to $1.34 measured target. Okay, that's basically where that $1.35 fib level area is. Okay, so let's see which of these patterns will actually be more dominant. Would it be the breakout of this falling wedge pattern, or would it be that smaller head and shoulders pattern here? Okay, now let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks key resistance. I'm looking at the daily 50 MA and the 3-day 21 MA. And the price action continues towards its measured targets, minding some next resistance levels along the way between the price action now and the measured targets. That's the bullish case scenario. Bearish case scenario. If this smaller head and shoulders pattern does play out, it's more apparent on the 12-hour time frame. However, a safer signal of a confirmation that this head and shoulders pattern is playing out would be a daily candle close below the $1.65 fit level area. That would tell me that this head and shoulders pattern may be more dominant and could be playing out. Okay. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you'd like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.